And a pleasant good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Muzzy Field in Bristol, Connecticut, as we welcome you in for the Connecticut American Legion North Super Regional. Tri-County and West Hartford going at it today.
Should be a whale of a game, Aiden. Both these teams are in the same zone. That's Zone 7. Usually we see RCP winning Zone 7, but this year they didn't. And it's Tri-County and West Hartford. Tri-County was third in Zone 7, West Hartford second. So, in addition, both these teams have played each other twice during the regular season, with both times West Hartford coming out on top 2-0 and 6-1.
Very interesting, of course, and RCP, as you mentioned, will be coming up. They normally win this zone, but they still make the Super Regionals. It's Ellington and RCP at 4. The winners of these two games will play, I believe, in the first game tomorrow.
Well, no, the winners of these
well,
two
they'll
games
play in the
correct,
second. They'll play in the
second.
They'll play in the first game.
Right.
And then the losers will play in the second game. The losers game, an elimination game, the winners game to get to the finals. So tomorrow is really the first big day. We send the first teams home and send one team to the championship. Tomorrow should be a very fun start to the tournament.
It should be. The only team that I would say is at a little bit of a disadvantage in the North Regional, Aiden, is RCP, is they were required to play yesterday in order to get into the Super Regional, so their pitching is going to be at a premium. They played Bristol yesterday and defeated them by the score of 4-0 over there at Tunxus Meade Field in Farmington. So they had to use a pitcher yesterday, and they're going to have one less pitcher available going forward.
Well, it should be a fun game to watch. Tri-County and West Hartford first up, and then at 4 we will see RCP, the usual Zone 4 winners. They will take on Ellington. Over at SEPA Field in the South Super Regional in Meriden, which is where the state championships will be held, they will have Southington and Oakville at 1, Naugatuck and Cheshire at 4. Those games will also be streamed right here on SportingNewsCT.com.
Yeah, our compadre and the wizard, Don Boyle, will have the call over there at SEPA Field in Meriden. This is the first time they've had a championship. Usually we see Palmer and then this field. This is one of the best amateur baseball fields, Aiden, in the state of Connecticut.
We were talking before the game. I've never been to this field. It's a gorgeous field. The Bristol Blues play here on a normal basis, and it should be a fun day for baseball.
It's an historic ballpark, Aiden. This is the field where Babe Ruth got the first home run here way back way when. They used to have the Bristol Red Sox here when I was a young man. I'd come here to watch the Bristol Red Sox play in the minor league baseball. And then now they're the home, as you said, of the Bristol Blues in the Northeast Collegiate Baseball League.
So we'll take you through the starting lineups. Why don't you get us started with Tri-County?
Leading off for Tri-County is the shortstop, Wyatt Savonin. Dylan Waubuck.
There's a tongue twister.
Yeah, there's a left fielder, bat second. Brendan Wood, the center fielder, would bat third. And the cleanup spot is Peyton Waubuck. He'll play right field, batting fifth. Ryan Scaff, the third baseman. Jack Johnson, the first baseman, will bat sixth. Tanner Cam Tugnali, the catcher, another tongue twister, batting seventh, batting eighth. Jack Turco, the pitcher, and Brennan McMahon playing second base, batting ninth. Neither team in this game is using the designated hitter.
Very interesting. Of course, in American Legion, you have the choice of the DH or batting the pitchers. So both pitchers, they feel very confident in both their pitchers, clearly.
Yeah, absolutely, especially the guy on the mound right now, Luke Fox, the all-state pitcher from Northwest Catholic. He's a good one. .80 ERA on the season.
All right, well, Luke Fox is the pitcher. He'll also bat leadoff for this West Hartford team, who I believe was in one of the state championships last year. So,
well, last year they were in the quarters, and my team, Senior High School, knocked them off. And this pitcher, Luke Fox, was on the mound for them in relief when the game was played over 2 days. He pitched on the Sunday after it was rained in the middle of the game on Saturday.
All right, and defensively for West Hartford, you've got Stan Langen catching. Drew Hungerford is the third baseman. In the infield, third to first, rather. You've got Drew Hungerford and Brian Renclair. You've got Jim Cotter, Joe Salio, Stan Langen behind the plate. As our first batter for Tri-County, Wyatt Savonin will stand in.
Oh, it's Lampignoli. I'm sorry, correct that.
Lampignoli.
I'll make that change.
Wyatt Savonin will step in. In the outfield, left to right. In left, it's Kobe Leaf. Max Main in center, and Patrick Banson, I believe that
Barron,
is,
right,
Barron.
Sorry about my writing.
In right field. So, first pitch of the game is going to Wyatt Savonin. Ball 1, and the count is 1-0.
Wyatt Savonin, a member of Lyman Memorial, state runner-up in 2017.
This one cracked in the air and going to fall into left center field all the way to the fence. Savonin rounds first, goes to second, and he's got himself a leadoff double. So 2 pitches into this game, we see Wyatt Savonin get on base, and there is a runner on second base.
Well, I'll tell you, that ball was smacked. You can hear that thing crack all the way up from here as that thing went out into the gap. Brings up Dylan Wabuck.
So here's Dylan Warbuck. The left fielder on this team will get one that drops into left field. Off to third goes Savonin. And just like that, we have a little bit of a good start for this West Hartford team.
I guess the actual pronunciation is Wa-Ruck with an R.
Excuse me, this Tri-County team. I said West Hartford.
Well, Luke Fox in a host of trouble now, right off the bat.
Yeah, exactly.
2 base hits in a row.
So that will bring up for Tri-County, Brendan Wood. First pitch to him, cracked on the ground to short. That's going to be one. They fire to first. They're not going to get him, and the first run of the day comes in for Tri-County. It's 1-0.
Yeah, score that one a 6-4 fielder's choice if you like to do that thing at home. But it's an RBI fielder's choice, and as you said, now Tri-County strikes quick.
So only one runner. That is the runner on first base.
They picked them off.
Wow. That's an interesting start. A nice rebound there after the first batter of the inning.
Yeah, after 2 base hits in a row and a fielder's choice, now a pickoff.
2 base hits and a fielder's choice. This one is cracked right at the second baseman. What a play from Jim Cotter, as number 15 will snag that. It's 1-0 Tri-County. At the end of a half an inning of play, we'll take a short break. We're back in just a moment right here on SportingNewsCT.com.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life. National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Welcome back as Tri-County off to a nice hot start. 1-0 lead.
Well, leading it off here will be Luke Fox, the pitcher. Stan Langen will bat second. Drew Hungerford will bat third. Joe Celio will bat in the cleanup spot. Timmy Cotter will bat fifth. Batting sixth, Colby Little. Brian Reeker, seventh. Max Main, eighth. And Patrick Barron, ninth.
First pitch is a strike to Luke Fox. On the he is on the mound for for West Hartford. On the mound for Tri-County is Jack Turco. That one cut on and missed, and the count quickly 0-2.
Yeah, Luke Fox, as we said, two-time All-State selection as a pitcher, but he's also a hitter. He won a state championship as a freshman as a pitcher for Northwest Catholic.
Always a great start to your high school career when you can win a state championship, the biggest title in the state.
Yeah, they defeated, I believe it was, let me see. Well, I'll get that team in a minute. It's up in the top of my head. Morgan, 5-1.
This one in the air to left field, but on a line it's caught by Dylan Warruck.
Warruck, I guess.
Oh,
Is the actual pronunciation.
Some interesting names on these for these players.
Also, I assume that's his brother, either that or his cousin out there in right field. It's Tanner Lampignali doing the catching duties behind the dish.
First pitch is in the air to right field and caught for the out, so there are two away.
Down at first, Jack Johnson. At second, Brendan McMahon. Wyatt Savonin at short. Ryan Scaff at third. Left to right, Dylan Warruck, Brendan Wood, and Peyton Warruck rounding out this big field out there. 339 down the left field line, 402 feet in center field.
Drew Hungerford right back to the mound. It goes off the glove of Turco, but grabbed for the out to end the inning. So it is 1-0 Tri-County. We're going to take another short break. Back in a minute here on SportingNewsCT.com.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veterans service organization in the nation. We're committed to making sure all veterans receive the benefits they deserve for the sacrifices they've made in service to America. If you're a veteran in need of help or support, please contact us. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
We're back. Welcome back to Muzzy Field.
Well, we're in a beautiful press box still Aiden behind the home plate here.
Yeah, they actually have two here at Muzzy Field. They have one down the line.
Yeah, 83 steps to get to there. I remember that.
First pitch is foul back, 0-1 the count.
Ryan Scaff in the batter's box. Now Ryan, a member of Lyman Hall, state runner-up in 2017. He was the starting pitcher in that game. All-state, all-CC player as a junior and senior. A 2-year Legion player.
Second pitch. Down there for a called strike. The count 0-2.
All wood here in the Connecticut American Legion Baseball Tournament, and they shift back to Meadow when they go up to Worcester, or actually Shrewsbury to be more accurate.
Of course, we'll have complete coverage of that one. That's a check swing that'll stay fair. A nice field down there. Joe Salio will retire the first batter of the inning.
Brings up Jack Johnson, who just completed his junior year at Kingswood, Oxford, after he transferred from Ram. Played in the Legion Rawlings Showcase game earlier this year, and his father is Jeff Johnson, who actually played at Eastern Connecticut.
First pitch to him. Fouled off, 0-1. 0-1 pitch, and it is a coming. In the dirt, 1-1.
See West Hartford in their typical red jerseys there. They got the third base dugout today. Over in a little bit of sun is Tri-County.
Yeah.
At the first base dugout.
Both these dugouts pretty covered, though.
Yep.
As this actually is a summer collegiate ballpark. The Bristol Blues of the Futures Collegiate Baseball League playing their home games here.
I can see the concession stand right from my vantage point. Well, they don't have a muzzinator they used to always have here.
1-2 is struck, swung on and missed, I should say. And that will be out number 2 of the inning. So 2 down in the inning. And that is going to bring up Tanner Lumpagnoli. Always easy to hear the public address announcer say it and then comment on and then wait for his pronunciation.
Well, that's Paul LaFleur, the general manager of the Bristol American Legion team.
Nice play over at first. Wonderfully fielded on the hop. Fox over to Salio, and that does it for the top of the second. We're moving on very fast in this game.
It's fast as the both pitchers pounding the zone.
Very fast-moving game. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back in just a bit here on SportingNewsCT.com.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Welcome back to SportingNewsCT.com. Aiden Blank, a pleasure to have you along with us. Tri-County and West Hartford. In our first of 2 today, we'll see the winners of this game and the game to follow play, I believe, in the 1 p.m. game tomorrow afternoon. The 4 p.m. game will have the losers, and that will be an elimination.
Right.
So we will send our first teams home in this 4-team double elimination bracket home tomorrow. First pitch is a strike. 0-1 to Tim Cotter, the second baseman.
Joe
Celio, rather. He is the right fielder. And that will be the first out of the inning.
Scored that one an L9 there. He hit it hard, did Celio. Both teams here getting good wood on the baseball early going.
Certainly, as we prepare for a 0-1 pitch, or rather a 0-0 pitch as the next batter for West Hartford. This is Cotter. He is the second baseman.
And Tim plays as he's a rising
First
junior at
pitch.
Kingswood, Oxford.
First pitch for him is a ball, so it's 1-0.
Hitting .325 on the season. I'll tell you, that's impressive when you think about wooden bats.
Certainly. Is the 1-0.
Tim also had an RBI in the 2-1 win over Niantic on Wednesday to secure their bid in this Super Regional.
2-0 the count. Gix fires that one in there for a cold strike. 2-1. The umpires for today having a little bit of a delayed call.
Yeah,
So
that's veteran Dave Bindis behind the dish.
Popped in the air down the right field line. Couple of guys coming to it, but in the end, it is the right fielder who makes the play, and there are 2 away. So, as we said before the break, last inning, a very fast-moving game. Nobody getting nothing other than that first inning start for Tri-County. No one's really hitting the ball that well.
Nobody's been on base either.
It's been a pitcher's duel.
Yeah, Kobe Lytle up now. He's a all-conference baseball and football selection in Northwest Catholic. And he also is a big pitcher in his own right.
1-0 just in there for a called strike. So Count evens out at 1 apiece.
Kobe going to UConn next year as a business major.
1-1 pitch. Check swing just misses. 2-1.
I can see some RCP players starting to walk into the stadium to watch.
They want to see who they're going to be playing. So we move the count now to 3-1. So first time that either of the pitchers have been really behind in the count today. Mostly they've been well ahead. A diving play at short, but he's not going to get there. And West Hartford has their first base runner of the game.
Yeah, Little took that one and smacked it right up the middle. Nice piece of hitting there by Kobe Little. Brings up Brian Ranker.
So 2 out, bottom of the second inning. Tri-County 1, West Hartford 0 with a man off first. Brian Rankler on the ground, across the diamond from third base. Oh, what a pick. A nasty pick at that over at first. And as soon as they get their first hit, the inning ends.
I know. Scaff really should be high-fiving his first baseman, Jack Johnson, that time. Johnson made a hell of a play to scoop that one on, prevent an error.
Back in just a moment here on SportingNewsCT.com. It's Tri-County 1, West Hartford 0, heading to the top of the third.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life. National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
All right, this is Adam.
First pitch is a ball to Jack Turco. Welcome back to SportingNewsCT.com. This one in the air to short. And underneath it for West Hartford is Brian Rankler. And that's the first out of the inning.
That's what you want when they only have 105 pitches to throw in these American Legion games. That's the maximum amount. Then you got to come out. You can't finish the batter like you can in CIAC rules.
Yes.
So pitches are at a premium.
And you say only.
Yeah.
But we've seen it before. Pitch on the way. Got on and missed 0-1.
Yeah, Brennan McMahon up in the plate now. Brennan is a recent Xavier graduate, 3-year Legion member.
Pitch in the dirt, ball 1, and the count is 1-1.
He's going to attend UConn in the fall.
1-1 pitch about to be offered. McMahon will sky this one foul, and the count 1-2.
American flag out there in center field, just draping straight down. No wind on the field to speak of at all today. Big puffy clouds and blue sky up above. A beautiful day for baseball.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say perfect baseball weather. Pitch fouled off.
There's one that'll just miss the car on Muzzy Street. As it rolls down on Muzzy Street. There's a fan going over, or it could be a worker here going over to pick up the baseballs.
1-2 pitch, doing it once more, and that is a nasty curveball for strike 3. And that will be the second out of the inning.
Yeah, Luke Fox settling down, getting 6 in a row after that first inning.
Yeah, after that abysmal first inning, he's been able to really sit down, and he's grinded out 6 straight outs.
Yep. As Savone comes up again, he got a double the last time up to lead this game thing off. He's the only run of the game. And he was named Zone 7 Player of the Year this year by a vote of the coaches. And he's been a Zone 7 player for the last 3 years.
1-0.
Plays at LaSalle College.
Oh, no, it is a strike. Again, another delayed call, but it's 1-1.
Umpire Dave Bindus back there. He's one of the veterans of this crew. I recognize a couple others.
So cracked in the air to right field. Backpedaling the right fielder, and he's not going to get there. Pedaling into third with a sliding triple is Wyatt Savone. How about that for a grind? He just took maybe a double and put himself on third base.
Well, he had a double right out of the batter's box, and he saw that ball going over the head of the right fielder Barron, and he just kept on going. And with 2 outs now, they got a runner at third.
So that is going to bring up Dylan Warwick. First pitch to him is a strike, 0-1.
Recent Ram graduate.
A recent Ram graduate will take a ball, and the count evened up at 1 apiece.
Yeah, Dylan's going to St. Michael's in Vermont in the fall. He was Rams' leading hitter in 2018.
D3, I would assume.
Yeah.
Fouled off, 1-2.
He's an all Zone 7 player.
Vermont's kind of a town that you wouldn't, or a state that you wouldn't necessarily ping as a baseball state, but they have pretty good teams.
Yeah, they have some teams up there.
They have a minor league team, and of course, and obviously they have some colleges.
Minor league team up in Burlington, Vermont. As I recall, I went there once many years ago where they used to collect the money at the gate with the cars going in. And then they had the American Legion Regional many years ago,
Right.
and Brantford was in their heyday.
Yes. What a nasty pitch. Another nasty curveball that will be the third out of the inning. So no one scored since that first inning, and we go to the bottom of the third. We're back in just a minute here on SportingNewsCT.com.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veterans service organization in the nation. We're committed to making sure all veterans receive the benefits they deserve for the sacrifices they've made in service to America. If you're a veteran in need of help or support, please contact us. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
Welcome back to Muzzy Field. A pleasure to have you along with us as Tri-County 1-0 on top of West Hartford. The first pitch of the inning is ball 1.
Yeah, Max Maine was on the all-tournament team last year as a center fielder. He's headed to the University of Maine.
Maine is going to Maine. That's a line drive, and oh, what a play at shortstop. lost his hat, but he got the ball. That's the important thing.
Yeah, that was a looper, and the shortstop Silvonen played it well as he drop stepped and then took off and then made a leap. Nice play by Wyatt Silvonen.
So 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Scoreless since that first run that was, and still only run from Tri-County in the first.
As time is called, yep. Up at the plate now, Patrick Barron. Patrick attends Endicott College. And he's been on fire. He was 3 for 4 against South Windsor and 2 for 4 against Avon in the Super Regional last year.
That one
this year.
Going to be ball 1.
That's last year, I mean, in New England Regional. Sorry about that. Yep. Son of Glenn and Lori Barron.
In for a called strike. It is the bottom of the order. Barron, the last hitter that we will see from this West Hartford team. It's Barron, then the top of the order with Fox, Langen, and Hungerford. 2-1 the count at this moment.
So Dave Bindis down there from this area's board. Now down at 3rd base, Hector Santiago of the Naugatuck Valley League board.
This one cracked on the ground, fielded on a hop at 2nd base. A throw to 1st is in time, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Nice stretch that time by Jack Johnson as the throw was a little up. Brings up Luke Fox.
So 2 outs. Here is the top of the order. Luke Fox with his 2nd hacks of the day. Retired in his first time out, as most of these West Hartford players were.
Yep, Kobe Little is the only one to get a hit today.
Turco's been mowing him down on the mound, no doubt. That's ball 1. 1-0 the count. (1-0). 2-0 the count.
Yeah, Turco, a 3-year Rams varsity starter, going to St. Anselm's in New Hampshire.
New Hampshire, another one of those New England towns that kind of gets neglected, but they do have some good teams, especially in leagues like Babe Ruth. Their 14Us were in the regional final, which was held in Norwalk at McMahon High School. That one just misses. 3-1. Of course, their Little League programs only been to the World Series twice, the Little League World Series, that is. But they always seem to be right there. They were 2 wins away last year, and that's ball 4. So the first walk of the day allowed from Tri-County.
Sean Langen, I had him as Stan, trying to read these scorecards handed in. 305 hitter on the season, leads the team in hit by a pitch. I guess he crowds the plate. He's a graduate of Salisbury School. Headed to the College of Charleston.
Checking back at first. No balls, a strike, 2 outs, and a man on first.
And I guess he's had the same coach since he was 10 years old. So Coach Hungerford has been coaching and then moving his way up, I guess.
1-1 the count now.
Yeah. Son of Kevin and Kara Langen.
1-1. Just misses, so 2-1.
And Sean was awarded the Team Coaches Play Every Play Award at their annual banquet for his hustle and his grit. Wow.
That will be 3-1, and the runner will go to 2nd base. He'll hold up right there, though, so some pitching troubles from Tri-County.
Sometimes that gets you. When there's a walk, there's a runner on. You got to go from the stretch instead of the windup, and you never know. And now a runner's in scoring position for the first time this afternoon for West Hartford.
Here's a pitch. Fouled off, and the count 3-2. So they get to a full count.
Tanner Lampignoli behind the dish for Tri-County. He was the starting catcher at Ram this year.
3-2 pitch on its way. Just missed. They'll put him on first. So first and second now.
Brings up Drew Hungerford. Hungerford an all Zone 7 selection in both 2017 and this year. He's a graduate of Northwest Catholic High School with high honors. Also plays varsity hockey and baseball when he was at Northwest Catholic. So it's one guy that our mentor Don Boyle will like. His batting average is .432. Wow.
They will have a little bit of a pitching conversation out on the mound.
Man, he's headed to UConn as pre-medical student, Drew Hungerford. Grounded out to the pitcher his last time up.
So Hungerford will stand in with 2 gone, trying to get a little bit of a rally going. 1-0 the count, and if you're West Hartford, you may not get too many more of these chances, so you really want to capitalize here.
Yep.
Pitch.
You don't want to pitch to Joe Celio on deck.
Just missed.
Yeah, no, that was a strike. I think they called it a strike and a late call again.
You gotta wait. 1-1 pitch. Cracked in the air. He got well under that ball, and it's played at short. A nice catch by Wyatt Savonin. Inning over. So West Hartford, Tri-County rather, able to get out of that one, and we're going to the top of the 4th inning. Man, has this game flown by. Back in a moment here on SportingNewsCT.com.
See who's up.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life. National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Welcome back to SportingNewsCT.com. Top of the 4th inning. Tri-County and West Hartford battling it out in the North Super Regional of American Legion Baseball. And Steve, we're going to have a very nice game coming up in the next one. We've seen a pitcher's duel in this one. Hopefully we'll see more of an offensive showcase. Ellington and RCP at 4.
Well,
Again,
it's
the winners
a tough one because RCP is the type of team that scraps for runs. They really rely on pitching and defense. But I tell you that Jack Turco doing a nice job for this Tri-County team. His record this year is only 2-1, but he has a stellar .86 ERA, matched by Luke Fox on the mound. He's got to be the top stud for West Hartford with a .80 ERA. So we're in a great pitcher's duel here. As Wood takes ball 1.
0-1 pitch on its way.
Nice.
Cracked foul. He's way in front of that pitch, so now he digs himself into an 0-2 hole.
Yep.
Not the spot you want to be in.
Wood has an on-base percentage of something like 756.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
How many guys do you know that have that kind of stat? This one lifted, and it's into right field. It's going to 2-hop the fence. Going to second base he goes. That on-base percentage just climbed a little bit as he will move into second base. And a leadoff double, always good to get your team's hopes up.
Well, one thing I will say is because Fox does throw hard, he throws some hard fastballs, and sometimes they go out further when you throw them harder. Fox in some trouble again.
First pitch is a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, Warwick batting .293, and he's got an on-base percentage, or an OPS of .789, rather.
We will be joined by Staples High School student Cam Manna, as that is a strike, 0-2. Hopefully tomorrow, if not, definitely during the week for the games on Monday and Tuesday, and possibly, great, should the losers bracket winner come out and win a game, maybe Wednesday. So we'll have a 3-person booth as they'll step out, and time was called.
Well, there's the pitches that don't count in the pitch count, but
right,
yet they count on the pitcher's arm.
Yeah. 0-2 the count. Comes to set, looks back, the runner at second base. Caught on and missed, and that is out number 1. So you really don't want to waste too many of these at-bats. They haven't gotten many opportunities to put a man in scoring position, but now...
Well, some teams with their cleanup hitters will try to bunt in situations. Others won't. Obviously, Tri-County just swinging the bats here. They got 4 hits so far this afternoon.
Here's Ryan
Scaff. I guess that's the way to pronounce it, yeah.
Couldn't tell. I thought that was. It looked like a K, but didn't know if that was an H or not. Pitch to Scaff. And for a strike, 0-1.
Scaff, basically a right-handed pitcher and utility player. Bats .259 on the season. His OPS is .593. His on-base percentage is .317. So, but he really wants an RBI here.
Oh, does he ever?
8 on the season.
0-1 pitch. Looks back the runner a couple of times at second. That's in the dirt, 1-1.
Interesting bats that Tri-County has. Wood bats with multi-colors, red barrel, black handle. Usually see that on the aluminum bats.
Right. But they make them on wood, too.
Yeah.
1-1 pitch on its way. Cracked in the air. Into left field, dropping quickly, but it's caught. They're going to try and double him up, and they will. At second base, that's a double play, and the inning is over.
Well, they allowed Luke Fox to get out of that one. A base running error. We'll have to see how important that one is moving along.
To the bottom of the 4th inning we go. Still just that 1 run from Tri-County. West Hartford will try to counteract back in a bit here on SportingNewsCT.com.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Welcome back as we are here on SportingNewsCT.com. Bottom of the 4th inning, nobody out.
Looks like they might have see if they have a sub here somewhere. Is there a sub here, Dave? Did they have a substitution anywhere? No. Oh, they wanted pitch counts. Oh, okay. Talking to Dave Greenleaf, commissioner of American Legion Baseball here in Connecticut.
That one cracked on the ground, and a nice, easy start to the inning as they'll get the out. It goes to second and then to first. one away here in the inning.
Dave Doubles not only is the Commissioner of Baseball, American Legion Baseball here in Connecticut, but also is the official scorer for the state of Connecticut, and also at the American Legion World Series down there in Shelby, North Carolina.
Right.
Well, they have their permanent home now for American Legion World Series.
Nice little vacation time there. That's a base hit, and only a couple of those we've seen on the day, but it's a nice clean one right back up the middle, and a runner on first base for West Hartford.
Yeah, Connor that time smacked that one right through the middle. Brings up Colby Little, who's got a base hit the first time up.
So with one away, the first pitch to him is a strike.
And Colby started 3 years in left field for Northwest Catholic, 2 years in left field for Post 96.
This one on the way. They will call it a ball, so a ball, a strike, and an out. With a man on first base and a 1-0 game for Tri-County. In for a cold strike. Now we're down to 1-2. One-two pitch. Fouled right back to the screen, and we'll do it again at 1-2.
Nice to have that netting in front of us.
Of course.
Home plate umpire Dave Bindus behind there. No, he's always in the center of a lot of things that happen in either American Legion or high school baseball.
Right.
Talk to you about that one in a minute, Aiden.
Cracked in the air, and that is into foul territory in right field, but they're going to make the catch for the second out of the inning.
Umpire Dave Bindus was the home plate umpire in the infamous game between Southington and Newington in 2011, where the final winning run was ruled that he missed home plate. And Newington went on to win it in extra innings.
Similar play happened in the Babe Ruth 14 and under World New England Regional in the championship game with Keene, New Hampshire, and Norwalk, Connecticut. The winner was going to the World Series, and Keene hit a walk-off single, and the guy forgot to touch home plate, and then Norwalk appealed and ended up going to the World Series. So a very controversial play there that sent Keene, New Hampshire, a team that has been in the last, I believe, 3 or 4 regionals in 14 and under Babe Ruth baseball, sent them home. Closest they've gotten to a regional title as well. So,
well, we've got a pitching change here, probably based on the pitch counts. Let's see what the number is on the back of the young man. Looks like number 9 for Tri-County. That'll be Logan Holcomb. Will come on in relief of Jack Turco. I bet you it was something to do with the pitch counts why they took Turco out.
Especially in a tournament like this where you have to play basically. If you lose today, you'll have to play today, tomorrow, and then Monday, Tuesday, and if you want to win the whole thing, Wednesday. So you need all the pitching you can get, and it was very smart for Tri-County to try and take out Turco. I'm going to assume that he'll be able to pitch at least once more during the week and during the tournament, and they did it because of that. So.
Yep, Holcomb comes in with a 2-1 record, 3.46 ERA. But I guess the pitcher now is going to catch, even though we see the catcher still there, but he's switching. So a bit of a double switch, right? So the pitcher is coming into the 7th spot of Lam Tugnali. So Logan Holcomb, the pitcher now, will bat in the 7th spot. And the new catcher is going to be the pitcher, Jack Turco. And as Logan Holcomb takes his warm-ups, he has 12 strikeouts on the season, 16 walks, however, giving up 25 hits in a total of 26 innings. So Dave, was that 44 pitches on behalf of Turco? Yep, okay. So they're keeping him under 50.
Very smart move, and that's going to bring up Bryant Rankler, looks like.
Yeah, Ranker.
Yep. Man on first base here in the bottom of the 4th. with two down. It was a very bright start to this day. The sun was out and shining, but since has gone under some clouds, and it's gotten a little dark here in Bristol. That first pitch misses 1-0. Pitch is fouled back and onto the roof of our press box. So the count now 1-1.
Yeah, Logan Holcomb also plays football at Ram. He's a member of the 17 and under Fall League championship team.
1-1 pitch about to come. It's upstairs 2-1.
It almost seems like this is a game that Tri-County has to try to piece together and win it with their hitting. Maybe they're just saying, oh, we got tough way to go with our pitching. Luke Fox seems to be well rested. He's smoking the ball today.
Here's the 2-1. Upstairs, 3-1.
Despite that, there is a pitcher warming up in the West Hartford bullpen.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that Fox has given up 4 hits, only 1 run.
3-1 pitch about to come. He'll step off for a bit. 3-1 on its way. Trying not to walk him, but that's exactly what he'll do.
As he said, Holcomb has more walks than strikeouts, so he does have some control problems at times. Max Main hit that little humpback liner over there to the shortstop his last time up.
That one in for a called strike. 0-1.
Emphatic called strike by home plate umpire Bendis. When they scream it out.
0-1 pitch. Cracked in the air, center field. Dropping very fast, but it's a line drive and a line out for the final out of the inning. So to the top of the 5th we go. We continue to move along here in the North Super Regional. We're back in a moment with more opening round coverage of the North Super Regional right here on SportingNewsCT.com.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veterans service organization in the nation. We're committed to making sure all veterans receive the benefits they deserve for the sacrifices they've made in service to America. If you're a veteran in need of help or support, please contact us. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
Welcome back to Muzzy Field here in Bristol. As we go to the top of the 5th, the first pitch, a strike on 1.
Yep, even though there was somebody warming up in that West Hartford bullpen, Luke Fox still on the mound.
See if he continues to throw. Obviously, these two teams throwing their best pitchers as we go to 0-2, and it's become increasingly clear that they want to be able to pitch those pitchers again should they play in an elimination game down the road. Pitch.
Just missed. So he went from fastball, changeup, back to fastball. Just missed that one.
And we're up to 1-2. The schedule for the rest of the week, we're here at 1-4 again tomorrow, double dip. as we'll do it again at 1 and 2. Then we will have games at 6:30 on Monday, which will be an elimination game to get to the final, which is Tuesday at 6:30. And should the winner from the losers bracket win that game on Tuesday, we'll play it again on Wednesday, and that will send a team to the state tournament. Of course, that a best-of-3 series between the winner of this tournament and the winner of the tournament over in Meriden at Sessa Field in the South Super Regional.
Different Super Regionals, and there's even more at stake here because both teams this year, that one Johnson Street. So
oh, that is right. Both teams do make the
Northeast
regional.
Right. So there's a lot more at stake. If you win this regional, you go to the Northeast Regional no matter what.
Exactly. So these teams are quite literally, they're playing for a spot in the regional.
Right.
But it does, I mean, you might as well just not even play the state tournament and risk the injury.
Well,
that one just misses one.
At one time, Connecticut actually had 3 teams in that state tournament, in the Northeast Regional. They actually had 3, then they changed the rules.
Right. It was 1, and then it
because you
is
had
none.
you had the tournament here, so Bristol was the host. Then you had the Connecticut state champion, and then because Connecticut had the most American Legion teams in the Northeast, they got that extra team, so they actually had 3. And there have been teams that did not win their states here in Connecticut that went on to play in the World Series, both of them being Bristol, who one year didn't even win their zone and went on to the World Series, and RCP.
It really does give you a chance. I mean, you can't say that there's no chance for you to win.
Yep.
I mean, everybody gets the same chance. That is the beauty of these opening round. That is strike 3 and out number 2. So we continue to move along here with 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning.
6th strikeout of the game for Mr. Fox, and he actually just struck out Logan Holcomb, his opposing pitcher.
And that regional tournament you're talking about has been all over the place. It's been in Massachusetts, Vermont. It's been here. It's been in, that's cut on and missed 0-1. It's been at Palmer Field in Middletown. So it's been all over the place.
Yep. And Palmer Field in Middletown was the location once many moons ago of the World Series.
Really?
When Pete Rose Jr. played in it. At Palmer Field. I remember those days well. They had the World Series right here in Connecticut.
It is a hot spot for American Legion baseball. That one upstairs, 1 and 2. Of course, now it's been permanently moved down to Shelby. ESPN has the broadcast rights to the World Series.
Yep.
We'll have coverage of the regional, though.
Last year's host team, Shrewsbury, eliminated Stamford of Connecticut last year in just before the final game.
And Stamford, a very disappointing story, of course, this year.
That's for sure.
Had both of their games right here where they were.
Yep, they lost their first game down there to Guilford, who had an all-state pitcher, 1-0. Then they lost to Brantford.
Yeah, they were just
and
one.
I think it was a game broadcast here in Sporting News.
Yes, they were just 1 game away.
Yep.
Popped in the air, a nice play at third, and that is the final out of the inning. Before we go off air, we do have a quick scoring update. Southington leads 2-0 in the bottom of the 5th in their game over with Don Boyle in Meriden. So you can go check that out while we take a short commercial break. We're back in a moment here on SportingNewsCT.com.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life. National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Welcome back to Muzzy Field in Bristol, Connecticut, here on SportingNewsCT.com.
We have 1 run on 4 hits, no errors for Tri-County. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for West Hartford so far today.
Again, you can watch live video and audio for every game in this Super Regional, as well as the South Super Regional over in Meriden. That went in for a strike 0-1.
Yep, SEPA Field is the actual site there in Meriden, close to downtown Meriden. As another pitcher warms up in the West Hartford bullpen.
Not sure how press accessible that field is from looking.
I don't think so. Not too great.
A little bit of a
we have to hope,
constructed camera angle for Don today. 1-1 the count.
Yeah.
And the state championships will be played there as well. Here's the pitch. Just misses. So it was actually 2-0. Now it's 2-1.
Yeah, another one of those delayed strike calls by home plate umpire Dave Bindus.
Yeah. 2-1 is on its way. Pop foul and into the street. 2-2.
And Patrick Barron's also a pitcher. And he was and he attends, as we said before, I believe, Endicott College, wherever that is. He's the son of Glenn and Laurie Barron.
2-2 on its way. Kicks and fires. Cracked on the ground. Foul. 2-2 once more. It would really not be a fun time to be one of the people that lives in these houses that are right next to the ballpark. You've got foul balls coming through your window all the time. The Blues are always playing night games. They're playing night games here as well. I mean, there's night games all the time. It would really not be fun, although unless, of course, you're a baseball fan, in which case you come see lots of good baseball.
I guess unless, of course, you stand out there with a glove and just keep them
right.
and sell them back.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, or fireworks in the Bristol Blues games, right.
Pitch. Popped in the air. This is playable down the first base line. He dropped it, but they're going to say
they're going to call interference.
And that looks to be the first out of the inning. So some mixed reactions here in the stands. The fans over here to our right that are from
West Hartford.
The fans to our right are from Tri-County. The fans to our left from West Hartford a little upset about that call, and there's one out.
Yeah, well, the fielder has the right of way, and you can't get in the fielder's way. Especially in that last 45 feet. Yeah. So I guess they give the put out to the pitcher, right? It was the pitcher who's right there.
And call it a catch ball.
Yeah.
One out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch. Upstairs, 1-0.
It's nice to see, though, a lot of fans into the game.
Yeah.
A nice group of fans there down the third baseline and the first base side.
Yeah, good crowd.
Yep. Now that they have a roof.
For a Saturday afternoon, it's a pretty good crowd. That one is in for a called strike, 1-1.
Yeah, when they did the renovations here at Muzzy Field, they put a roof on the first base side seats. So we now have an evenly spread out fan base.
2 press boxes, a concession stand, and it looks great. 1-2 the count. It looks like a old vintage ballpark. Honestly, it looks like a minor league. It looks like an old vintage ballpark. You got bleachers, but a lot of it, you still got the wood stands, as that's going to be strike 3 for the second out of the inning. You still have the stands, and
Yep.
It's a gorgeous little ballpark.
It certainly is. And it's been here for quite some time, and they've had a lot of stories that can be told by people. There's even a book written about this place called Muzzy Field.
Yes.
Yeah, and Luke Fox's strikeout was the first strikeout of a West Hartford batter. They put the ball in play today, just haven't been able to put things together.
1-0 the count. They've had so many prestigious events here.
They used to play football here quite a bit, too.
Come to think of it, this could be the perfect place for, they're looking for some new Babe Ruth World Series locations. They have 13s, 14s, 13s to 15, so basically 15s. And then they have the 16 to 18s, all of which could potentially play here. They're looking for a New England regional home, as Brian McMahon did not turn out too well for lots of the people, including the press, this year. That's going to be a nice stretch play at first, and that's the inning. So to the top of the sixth we go. We're back in just a bit right here on SportingNewsCT.com.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veterans service organization in the nation. We're committed to making sure all veterans receive the benefits they deserve for the sacrifices they've made in service to America. If you're a veteran in need of help or support, please contact us. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
Welcome back to SportingNewsCT.com. Made a blank a pleasure to have you along with us. Top of the sixth inning and nobody out. Tri-County clinging to that 1-0 lead after that first inning. And boy, would that be a shame if West Hartford was to lose because of that run. It's a nice put out there for the first out of the inning.
Yep, Luke Fox still on the mound for West Hartford. You're absolutely right if they end up using him. But this is only one run, and anything can happen.
Exactly.
They've got 6 outs left.
And the strategy is pretty clear for West Hartford.
Yeah.
You could still win this game. One inning could end the game.
They're only
could blow
down
this
by
game wide open. Yeah,
they're
exactly.
only down by a single
So
run.
While Tri-County switch pitchers, there's no reason for West Hartford to try to conserve their pitching. If you can get yourself, if you get a win today, you're in good shape because you don't have to play. You get at least 2 more games.
Yeah, right.
That one cut on and missed, 0-2.
Always an advantage when you have 4 teams, double elimination. To win that first game is crucial.
It'll be either, there's 2 more games. You either play tomorrow, and if you win tomorrow, you play.
You get a day off. Yeah.
You get a day off, and you play on Tuesday in the final. That one's strike 3. And there's 2 away.
Well, Wyatt Savonin, who was 2 for 2 with a double, triple, and a run scored, just goes down looking. Fox seemingly getting stronger now. 6 batters retired in a row.
And if you play tomorrow and you lose, then you play Monday. So you know you got at least 2 more games, as that's the rest of the inning.
It's about a 5-pitch inning.
Wow. Some of these innings have been done before we could even really get into them. Back in just a bit here on SportingNewsCT.com.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life. National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Welcome back to Muzzy Field. 0-1 the count.
You know, Drew Hungerford will try to get it going here. He batted .432 on the year.
Popped in the air, down the third base to the dugout, and it was caught.
Yep.
Hungerford retired in 2 pitches, and that's, we talk about those short innings. That's part of the reason why they get 2 pitches, and then people, I mean, it's good and bad. I mean, the offenses are coming out swinging.
Yep. Not a lot of patient hitting, you know, where guys are just going after that first pitch. There's a lot of aggressive hitting, but they're just not getting it on a line drive, and they're just missing it slightly. And it could be also this is the first game maybe where teams are getting used to that background in center field. First time they played here maybe. At least not some of the veterans have played here before, but maybe all the guys, you know, the guys who hadn't played here before, getting used to it. Joe Celio certainly has been used to it.
1-0. 2-0.
Plays his been,
West Hartford still using the same pitcher they started this game with. Tri-County has switched for a little bit.
Yep, Celio plays his baseball at Trinity College. That's D3 still, I believe.
Yes, sounds like it. That one just misses.
Remember
3-0.
I remember one year they won the D3 World Series with they had like an undefeated season I think, in the Northeast or something for a while. Years ago.
3-0, about to be offered up. 3-0. Sends him on his way, so a 3-pitch walk, or a 4-pitch walk rather.
Yeah, at least a 4-pitch walk.
Yeah.
The well, now that's going to bring out the coach of
that could be
Tri-County.
that could be his day.
Tri-County's coaching staff, Len Lampignoli, the general manager, head coach. Got a chance to meet him before the game. Randy Eli is an assistant along with George Wood. Steve Starr is also a 19 and under assistant as well as the 17 and under head coach. Roger Moyer is also an assistant along with Joe Gamachi.
So they will keep him out. Just a quick breather for him, and now we're right back into it. So here's Tim Cotter in the 5-hole for this West Hartford team.
Yep. Fouled out down the right field line and also singled. See if they finally take a shot to run somebody, but Celio, the cleanup hitter, let me see if I don't have anything on him with stats-wise as far as base stealing.
1-0, the count.
Neither team has attempted a
for a
hit and
strike.
run either.
One
or
and
a
one.
bunt.
Yeah. 1-1 the count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Check swing. Fouled it off himself. 1-2.
Tim is the son of John and Heidi Cotter. His mom, Heidi, played basketball at Marquette University. And his father, John, is a Navy veteran.
It's quite an interesting family tree he got there.
Yeah.
Basketball player and a Navy veteran. He'll stand in with a 1-2 count. One out here in the top of the 6th inning and nobody on base. Tri-County still clinging to that 1-0 lead. They've had it since midway through the first inning. The pitch. 2-2 the count.
Well, this is the part of the order that's gotten the hits for him anyway. Timmy Cotter got one, and Colby Lytle's got the other.
2-2. Popped in the air, and this could be playable near the West Hartford dugout. It will be played, and there are 2 away. So the first 2 batters of the inning retired in very similar ways, just on opposite sides of the field. 2 out here in the bottom of the 6th.
That's the 11th ball that West Hartford is hit by pop-ups. So it's a lot easier to catch pop-ups than it is to make field ground balls and scoop it and make the catch, make the throw rather, and somebody else has to catch it.
The defense is given credit. They've done a great job. Only 1 run through these few innings.
Especially since only 1 strikeout of West Hartford batters.
That's ball 1, 1-0. Again, the winner of this Super Regional tournament goes to the New England Regional.
Yeah.
They'll play in the States too, but they get an automatic bid. 1-1 the count. The 17s will be playing Super Regional ball pretty soon as well. Pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2.
Holcomb really doing very well here today. In relief.
Not sure if the Super Regional locations for the 17s are out yet because they are still in the first step of their tournament. That one will miss. 2-2. They're still in their first stages. They finish up this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and they'll be getting into Super Regional action during the week. 2-2. Cracked on the ground. Nice play. It's short. That's 1, and that's all they need. So we will go to the, let's see, we're going to the 7th.
Nice bit of dance work there, though, by Hector Santiago, the umpire, to get out of the way of that ground ball. If it hit him, it would have been a base hit.
So still 1-0 Tri-County. We're going to play 7 full, it looks like. We are headed to the top of the 7th. Back in a moment here on SportingNewsCT.com.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life. National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
So here we go from Muzzy Field in Bristol. Pleasure to have you along with us. Top of the 7th inning.
And on the mound now, Colby Lytle. He'll come on in relief of Luke Fox, so the book is closed on Luke. 4 hits, 6 strikeouts. Can't get the win, but can get he can get the loss, certainly, but he can't get the win.
And as Little finishes off his warm-up pitches, we're ready to go. Tri-County still 1-0 the lead.
Yep. And as I said before, these two teams have played each other twice before. West Hartford winning both games. And Colby Lytle actually beat Tri-County. He was the winning pitcher on June 16th when he pitched 5 shutout innings. So this is what always hurts you. You know, you beat a team during the regular season every time, and then all of a sudden you got to beat them a third time.
Here's Brendan Wood. It's happened before. Happened with Stanford.
Yeah.
That's ball 1, 1-0. All 4 of those Zone 4 squads, Trumbull, Stanford, Greenwich, and I believe as that's out number 1 out, and I think Norwalk made the regionals in seniors too. All 4 of them were done.
Yeah, I don't think it was Norwalk
before the super regionals.
Who was it? Wilton, that's right.
Wilton,
yeah, it was
of course.
Wilton, right.
So Trumbull, Wilton, Greenwich, and Stanford. All 4 of them went in favorites to move on to the super regional. None of them could make it beyond their first couple of games. Oh, there's a diving play out in left field, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, that time Fox got a late jump on the ball. He didn't recognize that it wasn't going to go out that far. Probably more used to playing, outfield with aluminum bats where it travels more. But in any event, he comes up with the out, and that's the important thing.
Westport was one of the other teams that made it, and they lost to Middletown in their second game.
Yep.
So they were done in 2. Zone 4 was a very stacked zone coming into this season and through the regular season. But then as soon as it came time to win or go home, they couldn't do much. That one in the dirt. 2-0.
And in one of the smallest zones in American Legion baseball here in Connecticut was Zone 5, and they actually had 2 people in it with Naugatuck and Oakville. And Waterbury was in the tournament as well, and they went down.
Cut on a miss, 2-1. Both Naugatuck and Oakville playing in the South Regional. Count 3-1. In this opening game of the Super Regional Tournament.
Unless he's going to give the catcher, didn't get hit by that ball, did he? Usually you see an umpire give a relief to the catcher when he has to, the catcher gets hit, and they've been this graciously taking his time to give a new ball out there to the pitcher.
Right.
And then they usually, the umpires have to be careful. Those are the guys that protect them as well.
Our second game coming up is Ellington and RCP, as that's ball 4 and puts them on first. Ellington will play RCP at what looks to be...
Yeah, who knows whether they start on at 4 o'clock
or it's supposed to start at 4, but
never know.
We could end up playing a little earlier than that. Probably no later, but maybe a little earlier. That's strike 1. And we'll be here tomorrow, 2 games. Monday and Tuesday definitely for games at 6:30, but then maybe, if necessary, Wednesday at 6:30. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. 1-1.
Blocked that time by Langen. Catchers got to be tough kids,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
Back there getting banged around.
They're a lot of them usually hockey players, hockey goalies. Can block balls very well. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Curveball misses, 2-1. Two-one pitch on its way.
Another curveball in the dirt. So Little having trouble getting that breaking ball over.
Yep. 3-1.
And Jack Johnson, who struck out twice today. Both times swinging. He's due.
Indeed he is. That one
Nope.
will miss, ball 4. So the first 2 batters draw lead-off walks. How about that? Or excuse me, the first 2. So that will... So 2 walks on the day.
Yeah, for Little. And that's going to be all for Kobe Little.
So Little is done. As we continue along here in the top of the 7th, the first 2 on base. What can they do with it? Can they try and blow this game wide open? We're going to find out back in a moment here on SportingNewsCT.com.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
Here we go. Top of the 7th inning with 2 down and 2 on. It is very important that West Hartford get out of this unscathed.
It absolutely is. Drew Hungerford takes the mound now for West Hartford. Yeah, he was, let me see. He also had an ERA of .32 in 17 innings this summer, so that's incredible. But he's trying to shut him down. He's got to get 1 out. And for Tri-County, they got to try to extend their lead.
Something they haven't done since the first inning. That was the first, last, and only time anybody has scored in this game. 1-0 they lead. And the first pitch to him. Foul back, 0-1.
Yep, and that's Logan Holcomb at the plate now. So let me see. What are his stats? He hasn't batted all that high. His average is only 150. On base percentage 190. So it's an opportunity here for Hungerford to shut the door.
0-1 the count.
But the average don't matter much if you get a hit.
Yeah.
It's timely hitting that matters.
Here's the pitch. Cut on and missed. 0-2. So a nice pitch there. They'll try to stay alive now.
Both teams playing this game close to the vest. Neither team has really tried either a hit and run. Not much stealing in the game at all.
Exactly. 0-2 on the way. Looks back, the runners on first and second, and that is right down Broadway for strike number 3. So to the bottom of the 7th we go. Tri-County will look to finish things off. We're back in just a bit here on SportingNewsCT.com.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veterans service organization in the nation. We're committed to making sure all veterans receive the benefits they deserve for the sacrifices they've made in service to America. If you're a veteran in need of help or support, please contact us. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
Welcome back to SportingNewsCT.com. Aiden Blank with you as Tri-County leads it 1-0 over West Hartford. First round of the North Super Regional, first game as well.
Well, they've come on with a new pitcher. Wyatt Sivonen, the shortstop, now comes on to pitch. He's only pitched 6.2 innings in the regular season, 8 strikeouts, 4 walks, 2.10 ERA, a whip of 2. On to play shortstop is Dylan Bidwell, number 33. He enters the game for the first time. So they're going with their shortstop. He must be sort of like a closer, I would imagine. He didn't pitch that many innings.
Yes, of course. So bottom of the 7th inning, West Hartford down to their last 3 outs.
And he had saves in each of the wins in the regional round. So he had a save in all 3 games against Willimantic, Avon, and Windsor.
First pitch to him is strike 1.
And Brian Ranker, the shortstop, who's 0 for 1 on the day, did walk once.
0-1 the count, and that is foul back, 0-2.
No activity in the Tri-County or West Hartford bullpens.
Right. You can only assume that the second game will start early. That one is going to be caught in foul territory. Tri-County are 2 outs away.
And Max Main comes up, who lined to short, lined to center, so he has put the bat on the ball twice.
So 1 down, bottom of the 7th inning. Here's Zach Main.
Max is also...
First pitch to him is strike 1.
Named to the All-Tournament team in 2017 as the center fielder. He hasn't been able to do anything today as he's trying.
0-1. 1-1.
Wow. So Oakville has been defeated by Southington by the score of 3-1 over there at Seppa Field.
They'll check him back at... Looked like he threw to first base, but it's 2-1.
2-1.
2-1, bottom of the 7th, and an out. Tri-County 2 outs away from the win. Caught on and missed, 2-2. That's some high heat. And able to get him swinging there. Pitch upstairs, and it's full.
Yep, they tried to catch him again. Yeah.
Same kind of pitch he just threw, but holds off on it. Here's the pitch.
Right there.
Strike 3, and they are down to their final out.
Big strikeout by Sivonen.
2 away in the bottom of the 7th inning.
This looks like a pinch hitter. Let me see if it's number 2. Maybe not. Yeah. Yeah, this is number 2. This is Ryan Farley. He went through the game, I guess, in right field, unbeknownst to us.
So what can they do now is the question. Down to their last out. West Hartford trying to keep their unbeaten record in this tournament alive. 1-1 the count. 1-1. 1-2, they're down to their last strike. A ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on in the bottom of the 7th inning. West Hartford down to their final out, and there it is. So an incredible defensive performance.
Yeah, for Tri-County, who takes this first game 1-0 in a great performance by them. Not a lot of hitting in this game. For Tri-County, 1 run on 4 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. For West Hartford, no runs on only 2 hits, and they left 5 runners on base. They all started at Tri-County, jumped all over pitcher Luke Fox, the starter. When Wyatt Savonin got a double, Dylan Warruck got a single, and an RBI ground ball by Brendan Wood, and that's the total of the scoring today. And Aiden, it looked to me like this game was just, the story of this game is either you can call it a lack of hitting or some great pitching.
Yeah, it definitely was a very defensive battle, not many base runners. It was certainly an incredible one to start this tournament off.
Yeah, and for Tri-County, it's got to really feel good as they used a total of 3 different pitchers, kept the pitch counts low going into their game tomorrow. So for West Hartford, they dropped to the losers bracket, or as I used to call it, the challengers bracket, right? They dropped back down into it, and they've used their ace, Luke Fox, one of their aces anyway. Luke Fox didn't pitch all that badly. He just had a tough start in the beginning. He only gave up 4 hits and only gave up that 1 run until Colby Lytle came on and Drew Hungerford came on to finish it for them. So, a tough loss for West Hartford and a great win for Tri-County.
Exactly. We're going to take one more short break. We'll be back in just a bit here on SportingNewsCT.com.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veterans service organization in the nation. We're committed to making sure all veterans receive the benefits they deserve for the sacrifices they've made in service to America. If you're a veteran in need of help or support, please contact us. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life. National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Aiden Blank and Steve Riley back with you from Muzzy Field. The final in Game 1, Tri-County 1 and West Hartford 0. So, Steve, it was a great game to start this tournament off, and we look forward to our next game and a bunch of games to come.
Well, it was an exciting game defensively. If you like pitching and defense, if you like hitting, it
Right.
really wasn't all that exciting. But, for Tri-County, they just jumped all over Luke Fox right away, and And it took an inning for Fox to settle down, but, Tri-County comes up with 4 hits, but a timely ground ball after the first 2 hits. And you got to say that the hitter today, Wyatt Sivonen, was 2 for 3, the only player to have 2 hits on the Tri-County team, a double and a triple. So he was half the hits of a Tri-County. That was Wyatt, the leadoff hitter. The only run scored on a ground ball.
Yeah. It was a very defensive battle. So our next game, we're not quite sure about the time. It says 4 p.m., but we are still at 2:30. So we are going to let you know as soon as we find out. But we're going to assume right now it'll be a normal start, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, or we'll come back. If we do, we'll come back.
Yeah, exactly. You got to stay on our YouTube channel, and we'll be back when we're back. We're going to say so long for now. Tri-County will take on the winner of our next game, Ellington and RCP. West Hartford, the loser in that 4 o'clock game. Tomorrow, Tri-County will play in the 1 o'clock game. For everybody here, Aiden Blank, for Steve Riley, our executive producer, Don Boyle, I'm Aiden Blank saying so long. We'll be back in just a bit right here from Muzzy Field in Bristol, Connecticut.